Hello, boys and girls. Today's book is titled Canadian Firefighters. Firefighters are one of our most important safety helpers. Today's book is written by Paulette Bourgeois and illustrated by Kim Lefebvre. The firefighters are dozing, but they can hop out of their beds and into their boots in seconds. A fire smolders in apartment 804. Fire! Fire! The family screams. The superintendent of the building calls the fire department, and the dispatcher gets the call and alerts the closest fire station. The firefighters slither down the pole or race down the stairs. On go the coats, on go the helmets, on go the boots. There's no confusion because each firefighter knows just what to do. Only 1, 2, 3 minutes have passed since the alarm began to screech. The captain orders the firefighters to climb the ladders. They break holes in the windows so that the smoke and fumes can escape. Other firefighters attach hoses to hydrants. They spray water onto the flaming building and the neighboring buildings so that other buildings won't catch fire too. The firefighters are weighted down with clothes and equipment to protect them and help them fight the fire. When their clothes are wet and frozen, they weigh even more. Firefighters have to bring their own air to breathe in a fire. Sometimes the smoke is so thick that firefighters can't even see their own hands. Firefighters usually go to the floor below the burning apartment first. There's no smoke there. They can connect their hose and walk up the stairs. The firefighters climb the stairs and feel their way along the walls. They smash open the door, and when they turn on that hose, there's so much water gushing at once that it takes 2 firefighters just to hold the hose. The water comes out like a mist, and the fire is so hot that most of the water actually turns into steam. Even when the fire is out, the job isn't done. The firefighters cut off door and window frames to make sure that no fire is smoldering or hiding behind the woodwork. They clean up most of the mess, but everything is smoky now, black and wet. Aha! Here's the cause of the fire. The plugs are frayed. Fires leave many clues about how they are started. Not everything burns. Sometimes the way the fire burns tells a firefighter how and where the fire started. Back at the station, the firefighters have to clean the truck and their equipment. It does not matter how tired the firefighters might be. The work must be done because their equipment has to be ready at all times. Firefighters have their own homes and families, of course, but their station is like their second home. They sleep there on the night shifts, and they take turns doing all the chores, just like at home. They wash the floors, they clean the sinks, they buy the groceries, and they cook. Sometimes it can be boring at the station. Firefighters read, watch television, and relax between alarms, just like you do when you're at home. The perfect firefighter. Not too tall, not too short, can carry a heavy adult up 2 sets of stairs, knows how to fight any kind of fire, and knows how fires start. The perfect firefighter knows how to help us in an emergency and can drive a big truck quickly and safely. Firefighters might have to free a trapped passenger from a car after an accident. They might have to help sick or injured people. In the country, we have volunteer firefighters, volunteers who fight the fires. They learn at a special school. A barn is burning, the farmer calls the fire number. Beep, 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 screeches all the pagers, and the volunteers must drive their own cars to the fire. Some of them will go to a regional fire station and get the fire truck. There are no fire hydrants out in the country. The firefighters bring their own water, and they will pump water from ponds, rivers, and lakes. Fireboats protect boats and buildings around harbors. They pump water straight from the river, the lake, or the ocean. Fireboats pump enough water in 1 minute to fill a swimming pool. The water shoots out of water cannons mounted on the deck. Water bombers dump water onto forest fires. The firefighters get as close to the fire as they can. They can work for only a few hours at a time because it's so hot in a forest fire. Otherwise, they would die from the heat. They dig trenches to stop the fire from spreading farther, and they try to smother flames with water or with dirt. Sometimes there are no roads to get to a forest fire. Then firefighters are parachuted in near the fire, and they have to walk the rest of the way. You can see some coming out the back here. Lightning started this particular forest fire. Sadly, it's usually careless people with campfires who start forest fires. Preventing fires. Have a family fire safety meeting and talk about all the ways that fires can get started. Take a walk around your house or your apartment and make sure you follow these rules. Rule number 1. There should be a smoke detector on every floor of your home. 2, on the bedroom floor. Test the smoke detectors once a month and remember to keep them clean and working right. Rule number 2. Check cords to make sure they are not frayed. Never put a wire under a rug or a carpet. Rule number 3. Make sure there is only one plug in each receptacle. Rule number 4. Keep a fire extinguisher in the kitchen, in the workroom, and in your car. Everyone should know how a fire extinguisher works. Make sure it is always ready to go to work. Rule number 5. Throw out old rags and papers. Keep oily rags in a special container with a tight-fitting lid. Rule number 6. Never touch anything with this danger symbol. It means, does anyone know? That's right, those fires mean whatever it's on is flammable. And that's a big word that means it can catch fire easily. Rule number 7. Keep the space under your stairs clear. Rule number 8. Children should never touch matches or lighters. Make sure they are always put away high in a safe place. Now that we've talked about preventing fires, let's talk about how to keep safe in a fire. Number 1, learn the number for your fire safety department. Most of us know 911. That's the emergency number for firefighters police officers, and ambulance. Practice saying your name, your address, and even if you're older, the nearest intersection to tell first responders, the people who come first in an emergency, how to get to your house easily. Remember, never make a call from inside a burning building. Get out and stay out. Call from a neighbor's home. You can call from a cell phone. It doesn't cost any money to call 911. Dial the operator or 911 directly and you'll get help immediately. Number 2, make a family escape plan for your home. Make a drawing of all the rooms in your house. Plan 2 ways to get out of each room. For some rooms, you may need to even buy a hanging ladder to escape out a window. Can you safely climb down a television antenna? Not that we have those very much anymore. Or jump onto a neighbor's balcony? I wouldn't recommend that. You and mom and dad can work out the safest way to get out. Number 3, practice home fire drills. Now that's something you know I recommend. We do our fire safety drills at school so that we always know what to do. And the same should happen at home. Practice a way for everyone to get out if there's a fire. And then, rule number 4, decide on a safe place for your family to meet if you have to get out of the house. Remember, once you get out of a building burning, stay out of the burning building. Don't go back in. Staying safe in a fire. If there's smoke or fire, yell. What do you think you should yell? Fire! If there is smoke, hold a cloth or towel, wet is best, over your mouth and nose and get down low. Crawl down on the floor to your escape route. Why? Because smoke and heat rises and you want to get under that smoke and under that heat. So get as low as you can go. Rule number 2, feel any doors before opening them. If the door is hot, don't open it. Put a blanket or towel, again, a wet one is best, shoved in at the bottom of your door to stop any smoke from coming in. And if you cannot open your escape window, throw a chair or some other heavy object into the glass to break it. Then have an adult clear away the broken glass before climbing out to safety and phone 911. Remember, boys and girls, never, ever hide. Don't climb under the bed. Don't go in the closet. Get out. Don't take time looking for pets or toys. Say it with me. Get out. And remember, if your clothes catch on fire, don't run around. Stop, drop, and roll. And keep rolling until the flames are out. Say it with me, boys and girls. Stop, drop, and roll. There's a fire alarm ringing in your apartment building. Stop everything. Close the windows. Then make sure everyone leaves the building. Carry your door key in case smoke or fire forces you to go back in. Close the door. Go to a fire exit quickly and calmly. Don't use the elevator. Use the stairs. If your door is hot, stay in your apartment. If you see smoke out in the hallway, go back into your apartment. Shut the door and put wet blankets or towels at the base of the door. Open a window and keep yelling, "Fire! Fire!" If the fire is in your apartment, yell, "Fire!" and get everyone out. Pull the alarm in the hallway. It may not be connected to the fire department. Once you get to a safe place, call the fire department number. And what's our emergency number? 911. Never use the elevators, as I said. and go out the fire exit and leave the building. If the escape stairwells are smoky, go out another escape staircase. If that's blocked, go back into your apartment and stay there. Remember, if you act fire smart, you'll stay fire safe. The end. Thank you for sharing with me, boys and girls. I hope you enjoyed the book, and I'm looking forward to reading to you next time. Bye for now.